In today's fast paced world, where everyone's attention is divided and relationships often feel temporary, it's hard to gauge what someone truly values about you. With so many distractions and digital interactions, how do you know if someone truly cares for you or if they're just passing through? The truth is, actions speak louder than words. And if a man shares certain deeper, more meaningful aspects of himself with you, it's a clear indication that you hold a special place in his heart. I'm not talking about surface level compliments or trivial gestures. Those are easy to come by. What I'm referring to are the things he's willing to share with you that show a deeper level of trust and emotional connection. High value men understand the importance of protecting their emotions, but when they're truly invested in someone, they open up in ways that make you feel valued, important, and irreplaceable. In this video, we'll explore the specific signs that show you're not just another person in his life, but someone who truly stands out. If you want to know the deeper signs that reveal how much you mean to him, keep watching, because this insight could change the way you view your relationships moving forward. This isn't about playing games, it's about understanding the real value of a genuine connection. Chapter 1: Vulnerability. He opens up to you. When a man truly values you, one of the first things he will share is his vulnerability. However, vulnerability is often misunderstood in today's world. Many people associate vulnerability with weakness, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful ways a person can express emotional strength. Vulnerability is about being emotionally honest, letting down your guard, and sharing parts of yourself that you usually keep hidden. For a man, this could mean opening up about his past struggles, his fears for the future, or even his deepest dreams and ambitions. If he's sharing these personal aspects of himself with you, it's a clear indication that he trusts you and sees you as someone significant in his life. For high value men, vulnerability isn't something they give away lightly. These are men who often have strong emotional intelligence and know how to protect their hearts. They understand that being vulnerable is risky. It means exposing the parts of themselves that are most sensitive and potentially open to rejection or misunderstanding. So when a man does open up, it's a reflection of the deep trust he places in you. He's showing you his raw, unfiltered self, without fear of judgment. This is not something he would do with just anyone. Vulnerability is something reserved for those he truly cares about. If he's comfortable sharing his fears with you, like his fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, or even a fear of losing you, it shows that he sees you as a person he can confide in, someone who will support him without criticism. Similarly, when he talks about his past struggles, whether it's a difficult childhood, challenges in his previous relationships, or personal battles, he's not seeking sympathy, but rather understanding. He's allowing you to see the parts of him that have shaped who he is today, and that requires a level of trust that should never be taken lightly. Equally important is when he opens up about his dreams and ambitions. These are not just surface level goals, but the things that drive him, the visions he has for his life and the future. If he feels comfortable enough to share these with you, it means he sees you as someone who might be a part of that future. It's a powerful sign that he sees you as a partner in his journey, someone who can support his ambitions and share in the excitement of his aspirations. Men who are genuinely invested in a woman will not only talk about their struggles, but also about their hopes, their goals, and the life they dream of building. When a man allows you into this part of his mind, it's an invitation to be a part of something deeper than just a casual relationship. It's a glimpse into the future he envisions. The key to understanding vulnerability is to realize that it's not just about sharing difficult or painful experiences, it's about showing trust and emotional openness. When a man shares these intimate aspects of himself, he's letting you in on a deeper level. He's trusting you to handle his raw emotions, his imperfections, and the parts of him that he might keep hidden from others. This level of emotional honesty is often seen in high value men who understand that vulnerability, when shared with the right person, can strengthen a relationship rather than weaken it. What's important to note is that when a man shares his vulnerability, He's not doing it to gain sympathy or attention. He's doing it because he feels safe with you. He feels confident that you will accept him as he is, flaws and all, and that you will not judge him for the parts of himself that are less than perfect. This kind of emotional safety creates a strong bond between you. If a man is able to open up in this way, it means he sees you as a woman who's capable of handling the complexities of his emotions. Someone who won't just see him as a strong figure, but as a human being with his own challenges, fears, and aspirations. In conclusion, vulnerability is one of the most genuine ways a man can express his feelings toward you. If he opens up about his past, his struggles, his fears, and his dreams, it's a powerful sign that he sees you as someone special, someone he trusts and values. For high-value men, emotional openness is a rare and precious thing that's reserved for those they believe can handle it. If he's comfortable enough to be vulnerable with you, it means you've earned a place in his life and in his heart that no one else has. It's a clear indication that you are someone who truly matters to him. Chapter 2. His time. He prioritizes you. One of the most telling signs that a man truly values you is how he chooses to spend his time. In today's world, where everyone seems to be juggling multiple tasks and responsibilities, time has become one of the most valuable and limited resources. High-value men understand the importance of time, and they guard it closely. When he prioritizes you, whether it's making plans to see you, checking in with you throughout the day, or carving out space in his busy schedule to spend time with you, it speaks volumes about how much you mean to him. Time is not just about spending hours together, it's a reflection of commitment and effort. If a man is willing to invest his time in you, it shows that you hold a special place in his life. A high-value man doesn't just throw around his time without thought. Instead, he is intentional about where and with whom he spends it. If he's taking the time to be present with you, that's a clear sign that he's serious about your connection and is willing to make you a priority, even in the midst of his busy life. The act of prioritizing someone is not just about quantity, how much time he gives you, but about the quality of that time. He will not only make time to be with you, but will give you his full attention during that time. It's easy for someone to be physically present but mentally distracted, scrolling through their phone or thinking about other things. A man who values you, however, will show up fully. He will engage with you, listen to you, and make you feel seen and heard. He will give you his undivided attention, signaling that you are worth his time and that you are someone who matters deeply to him. This quality time is not limited to special dates or planned activities. It can show up in everyday interactions too. If he takes the time to check in with you during his day, sending you a quick message to see how you're doing or sharing something that reminded him of you, it's a reflection of his desire to stay connected. This consistency shows that you're on his mind, even when life gets busy. A man who values you will never let the busyness of life be an excuse to neglect the relationship. Instead, he will find ways to keep the connection strong, regardless of external distractions. In addition to the everyday interactions, a high-value man will also make time for the moments that matter. Whether it's planning a date night, making time for meaningful conversations, or finding small ways to make your time together memorable, it's the effort he puts into those moments that makes them meaningful. It's about showing you that your time together is important to him, and that he is dedicated to nurturing the bond you share. These moments of prioritization demonstrate a deep emotional commitment to your connection. Moreover, a man who prioritizes you understands that relationships require effort. He's not someone who will take your presence for granted or assume you'll always be there without putting in the necessary work. By actively making time for you, he's acknowledging that the relationship is a priority in his life, and that he's willing to invest in its growth. This isn't a man who will let distractions or other commitments come between him and the person he cares about. Instead, he will take proactive steps to ensure that the relationship continues to flourish. In conclusion, when a man prioritizes you by giving you his time, it's one of the clearest indicators that you're important to him. Time is a precious commodity, and how someone chooses to spend it says a lot about their values and priorities. A high value man will not just make time for you, but will also ensure that the time you spend together is meaningful and focused. This commitment is about more than just being physically present. It's about showing you that you're worth the investment emotionally and practically. If he's making time for you, it's a sign that he values you and the connection you share, and that he's committed to building something meaningful together. Chapter 3. His world. He shares personal aspects of his life. When a man begins to share deeply personal aspects of his life, such as his goals, family dynamics, career ambitions, and even his struggles, it's a meaningful indication that he values you and the relationship you share. High value men, in particular, are deliberate about who they allow into their inner circle. They don't easily or casually open up their world because they understand the importance of emotional boundaries and trust. For them, sharing their personal journey isn't just a matter of conversation, it's a deliberate and thoughtful act that reflects a high level of trust and respect. When a man invites you into this space, he is extending an unspoken yet powerful message. You are someone he considers special and significant in his life. By opening up about his passions, his dreams, and the everyday details of his life, he is offering you more than just surface level insights. He is allowing you to see what drives him, what inspires him, and what makes him who he is. Discussing his goals and aspirations is not just about laying out plans for the future, it's a way of sharing his vision and the values that underpin his decisions. When a man shares these aspects of his life, he's inviting you to see the bigger picture and, more importantly, consider whether you see yourself as part of that vision. It's an act of inclusion and a sign that he views you as someone capable of understanding and supporting his journey. When he talks about his family, whether his stories are filled with warmth or complexity, he's allowing you a glimpse into his foundation. Family dynamics often shape who we are, and for a man to reveal these intimate details is to expose a vulnerable and formative part of himself. Sharing his family experiences, whether they involve love, challenges, or both, requires a level of trust, as it shows he is comfortable letting you see what has influenced his character and perspective. Similarly, when a man chooses to share his struggles or vulnerabilities, it's a particularly profound act of trust. Men are often conditioned to suppress their emotions and present a stoic front, making such openness rare. If he reveals his fears, frustrations, or moments of doubt, he is not only demonstrating trust but also signaling that he believes you are someone who will support and understand him without judgment. This kind of sharing goes beyond casual conversation. It reflects a desire for a deeper connection. By sharing the details of his personal life, he's demonstrating that he values authenticity and emotional intimacy in his relationships. It's his way of showing that he's interested in building something meaningful with you, something that transcends superficial interactions. He's not just telling you about his past or present, he's inviting you to be part of his future. This act of sharing is his way of saying that he values your presence and sees you as someone who can enrich his life and walk alongside him as he navigates its challenges and triumphs. Recognizing the significance of this gesture is essential because it marks a turning point in the relationship. High value men don't take these steps lightly. When they allow someone into their world, it's a deliberate decision rooted in trust and emotional investment. He's showing you that he believes in your ability to stand by him, to understand his journey, and to contribute to the life he's building. By inviting you into his world, he's not just sharing information, he's sharing a part of himself, a part that he doesn't reveal to just anyone. Ultimately, when a man shares his personal world with you, it's an acknowledgement of your importance to him. It's his way of saying that he sees you as someone worthy of his trust and as someone who truly matters. This act of vulnerability and openness is rare and meaningful, reflecting his hopes for a deeper connection and his belief in the potential of your relationship. It's not just about the present, it's about laying the foundation for a future built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. When he lets you into his world, he's not just sharing his story, he's inviting you to be part of it, a powerful sign that he values you deeply and wants you to play a meaningful role in his life. Chapter 4. Respect. He shows consistent regard for you. Respect forms the foundation of any meaningful and lasting relationship. When a man truly values you, his actions and words will consistently reflect the deep respect he holds for you. This respect will permeate every interaction, demonstrating that he cherishes your individuality, values your thoughts, and prioritizes your well-being. Respect is not just about the grand gestures, it's about the everyday moments when he listens attentively to your opinions, considers your feelings, and shows genuine interest in your perspective. If he takes the time to understand you, not just your surface level desires, but the deeper aspects of your personality, dreams, and fears, it's a powerful sign that you hold a special and significant place in his heart. High value men inherently understand that respect is not something that must be earned through effort or achievements. Rather, it is a fundamental part of how they treat others, especially those they care for. When he values you, he will consistently show regard for your time by honoring commitments, respecting your schedule, and being mindful of your needs. He understands that your time is just as important as his, and he treats it as such. He will also respect your boundaries, recognizing that everyone has limits and personal space that must be honored. Whether it's physical, emotional, or mental boundaries, he will never push or pressure you to step outside of your comfort zone. Instead, he will create a safe environment where you feel secure and understood. In addition to respecting your time and boundaries, a man who values you will also honor your ambitions and individuality. He will support your goals, celebrate your successes, and encourage you to pursue your passions. He won't see your independence as a threat, but rather as a quality that enhances the relationship. He understands that your dreams and aspirations are a vital part of who you are, and he will stand by you as you work toward them. In fact, he will likely find inspiration in your determination and strength, further solidifying the mutual respect in your relationship. He sees you not just as a partner, but as a person with your own identity, and he values every aspect of who you are. Respect also extends to how he communicates with you. A man who values you will engage in honest, open, and respectful dialogue. He will not belittle or dismiss your opinions, even if they differ from his own. Instead, he will engage thoughtfully, seeking to understand your perspective rather than arguing to prove his point. This kind of communication reflects a level of emotional maturity and shows that he values you as an equal in the relationship. He will also apologize when he's in the wrong, demonstrating humility and a willingness to learn from his mistakes. Consistency in this behavior is key. Respect that is shown sporadically or only in certain situations is not true respect. A man who genuinely values you will treat you with dignity and consideration in every circumstance. Moreover, respect goes beyond how he treats you directly. It is also reflected in how he speaks about you to others. A man who truly values you will never demean or belittle you, whether in your presence or behind your back. Instead, he will speak of you with pride and admiration, highlighting your strengths and acknowledging your worth. He will also show respect for the other important aspects of your life, including your family, friends, and career. Even if he doesn't fully understand or agree with certain choices you make, he will respect them because they are part of who you are. Ultimately, consistent respect is a clear indicator that a man values you for more than just physical attraction or surface level qualities. He sees your worth as a whole person, your intelligence, your character, your individuality, and your potential. He understands that respect is not just a requirement for a healthy relationship, but also a reflection of his own integrity and character. When a man consistently treats you with respect, it's because he recognizes your value and is committed to nurturing a partnership built on trust, equality, and mutual admiration. This respect is not conditional or fleeting. It is steady and enduring, providing a solid foundation for a relationship that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Chapter 5. His future. He includes you in his plans. When a man starts to include you in his future plans, it's a clear and powerful indication that he sees you as someone truly special in his life. For many men, especially high value ones who are intentional and goal oriented, the future is a space they carefully shape through their ambitions, dreams, and aspirations. Sharing this vision with you is not something they do lightly. When he begins to speak about upcoming trips, career milestones, or even the broader long term goals he's working toward, it's a sign that he values your presence and envisions you as an integral part of the journey he's planning. Including you in these conversations reflects his trust in you and his desire to build a future that you can both share and contribute to. For a high value man, relationships are never casual or fleeting. They approach them with a sense of purpose and depth. And when they begin to plan for the future, they naturally think about how the person they care about will fit into that picture. If he's talking about where he wants to be in 5 or 10 years and mentions you as part of that vision, he's not just engaging in idle conversation, he's revealing his hopes and intentions. Whether he's discussing moving to a new city, buying a home, starting a business, or even building a family, his inclusion of you in those dreams demonstrates that he's thinking long term. It signals that he sees you as more than just a companion for the present moment. He views you as someone who can share the experiences and milestones that lie ahead. This inclusion is also a sign of his respect and admiration for you. By involving you in his future plans, he's acknowledging that your presence enhances his life and that he values your input and perspective. He wants to ensure that the life he's building aligns with your goals and desires as well. For example, if he's talking about a career change, he may ask how it might affect you or seek your thoughts on the decision. If he's discussing traveling to new places, he might express excitement about experiencing those adventures with you by his side. These are not just passing remarks, they're intentional ways of weaving you into the fabric of his life and making you feel like a true partner in his journey. Moreover, when a man starts planning his future with you in mind, it reflects his emotional investment in the relationship. This level of thoughtfulness and commitment is a testament to how much he values you and the connection you share. High value men often think ahead, strategizing their paths and focusing on personal growth. When he begins to envision you alongside him in that growth, it's a profound gesture. He's not just sharing his plans, he's inviting you to be a part of them, to share the successes, challenges, and adventures that come with building a life together. Including you in his plans also indicates a sense of security and stability in the relationship. He feels confident enough about your bond to think beyond the present and imagine a future where you're both thriving together. This confidence comes from the trust, respect, and understanding that have been established in the relationship. If he talks about moving forward as a team, making decisions together, or supporting each other through life's twists and turns, it's clear that he's building not just a vision of his future, but a shared vision that includes you. These conversations might begin subtly, such as mentioning how you might like a certain city he's considering moving to, or discussing plans for an upcoming holiday. Over time, they become more significant, touching on topics like joint financial planning, long term goals, or the kind of life he wants to create with you. Pay attention to how naturally and consistently he includes you in these discussions. It's a strong indicator of his commitment and the depth of his feelings for you. Ultimately, when a man includes you in his future plans, it's not just about words. It's about the underlying intent and emotion behind them. It shows that he values you as a partner, respects your opinions, and wants to build a life that you can share together. This kind of inclusion goes beyond the present moment, reflecting a desire for a lasting connection and a future filled with mutual growth and shared dreams. It's a clear and unmistakable sign that he sees you not just as a part of his life today, but as an integral part of his tomorrow. Chapter 6. His support. He acts as your biggest cheerleader. When a man becomes your biggest cheerleader, it's one of the most profound signs that you hold a special place in his life. His unwavering support is not only a reflection of his affection for you, but also a testament to how deeply he values your happiness, growth, and success. A high value man doesn't just stand by idly as you navigate your journey, he actively invests in your aspirations, encourages you to aim higher, and becomes a source of strength during both triumphs and challenges. Whether it's supporting your career goals, assisting with personal projects, or simply being a shoulder to lean on during tough times, his actions demonstrate his genuine desire to see you thrive. He doesn't see your success as separate from his own. Instead, he embraces it as a shared victory, reflecting the partnership he envisions with you. This kind of support goes beyond mere words of encouragement. A man who truly values you will consistently back his words with action. If you're facing obstacles, he'll be there not just to offer advice, but to help you find solutions. Whether it's brainstorming ideas for a presentation, helping you prepare for a significant milestone, or even lending a hand with small, everyday challenges, he shows up in ways that are meaningful and impactful. His presence in your life becomes a steady source of reassurance, reminding you that you're not alone in your journey. This level of involvement doesn't stem from a need to control or fix things for you. Rather, it's born out of a genuine belief in your potential and a desire to see you achieve the goals that matter most to you. A high value man understands the importance of celebrating your victories, no matter how big or small. When you accomplish something significant, he's the first to applaud your efforts and the loudest voice cheering you on. His pride in your achievements is evident not only in his words, but also in how he shares your successes with others. Whether it's a promotion, the completion of a personal project, or overcoming a difficult challenge, he recognizes the hard work you've put in and takes joy in seeing you shine. His support isn't driven by ego or obligation. It's rooted in his genuine admiration for who you are and what you're capable of achieving. During difficult times, his support becomes even more vital. A man who truly values you won't shy away when things get tough. Instead, he'll stand by your side, offering comfort, guidance, and reassurance. He'll listen without judgment, empathize with your struggles, and do whatever he can to help you navigate the storm. His ability to remain steady and present during your challenges is a testament to his emotional maturity and his commitment to the relationship. He doesn't see your vulnerability as a burden. Rather, he embraces it as an opportunity to deepen your connection and prove his dedication to you. What sets a high value man apart is the way he supports you without diminishing your independence. He encourages you to pursue your dreams and respects your ability to make decisions for yourself. He recognizes that his role isn't to take over or lead the way for you, but to walk beside you, offering encouragement and assistance when needed. His support is empowering, not controlling. It strengthens your confidence and reminds you of your own resilience and capabilities. He celebrates your individuality and is proud of the person you are, even as he helps you become the person you aspire to be. Ultimately, a man's consistent support is a reflection of his belief in your worth. It shows that he values your happiness and success as much as his own, and that he sees the relationship as a true partnership. His actions convey a sense of shared purpose, where both of you work together to build a life that is fulfilling and meaningful. Whether he's lifting you up during challenging times, encouraging you to take bold steps toward your goals, or simply being your unwavering advocate, his support is a clear and powerful sign of his love and respect for you. By acting as your biggest cheerleader, he demonstrates that he not only cares for you deeply, but also believes in the incredible person you are and the limitless potential you hold. Chapter 7. He defends and protects you. When a man actively defends and protects you, it's one of the clearest signs that you hold a deeply significant place in his life. This protective nature goes far beyond the traditional concept of physical safety. It encompasses emotional, social, and mental support, reflecting his commitment to ensuring your well-being in every possible way. A high-value man doesn't see protection as a duty or obligation. It's a natural expression of his care, respect, and love for you. Whether it's shielding you from harm, standing up for your reputation, or safeguarding your boundaries. His actions show that he views you as someone worth fighting for and cherishing. Physical protection is, of course, one aspect of his instinct to care for you. He may walk on the side of the street closest to traffic, hold your hand in crowded places, or ensure you feel safe when you're out together. However, his protective instincts extend far beyond these visible gestures. He's equally, if not more, concerned about your emotional and social safety. If someone speaks poorly of you, undermines your efforts, or tries to diminish your worth, he won't hesitate to step in and defend your honor. He'll stand up for you in conversations and ensure that others treat you with the same respect and dignity he believes you deserve. His actions communicate that he values your reputation and will go to great lengths to uphold it. Emotionally, a man who truly values you is attuned to your feelings and will do his best to protect your heart. He'll be mindful of the things that may hurt or upset you and work to shield you from unnecessary pain. This doesn't mean he avoids difficult conversations or pretends challenges don't exist. Rather, he approaches these situations with sensitivity and care, ensuring that you feel supported and understood. If he notices that someone is overstepping your boundaries or making you uncomfortable, he'll step in to address the situation, even if it means confronting someone else. His actions demonstrate his deep commitment to creating an environment where you feel safe, valued, and at peace. Socially, he'll advocate for you and stand by your side, especially in situations where you may feel vulnerable or unsupported. Whether it's a disagreement with friends, a challenging moment at work, or an awkward encounter in a social setting, he'll be your unwavering ally. He won't allow others to belittle you or take advantage of you. Instead, he'll offer his strength and reassurance, making it clear that he's in your corner. His support is not just about standing up to others, it's about consistently showing you that you're never alone, no matter the circumstances. A high value man also respects and protects your boundaries. He understands that these boundaries are an essential part of your individuality and well being. He doesn't push you to do things you're uncomfortable with or disregard your feelings for his own convenience. Instead, he honors your limits and ensures that others do the same. This respect for your boundaries is a reflection of his deep regard for who you are as a person and his desire to see you flourish without feeling pressured or constrained. When he defends and protects you, it's not about control or dominance, it's about partnership. He recognizes that a healthy relationship is built on mutual care and support, and he takes his role in that partnership seriously. His efforts to shield you from negativity and advocate for you are a reflection of his deep-seated desire to see you happy and thriving. He doesn't just want to be by your side. He wants to ensure that your experience in life and in the relationship is as positive and fulfilling as possible. Ultimately, his actions show that your well-being is a priority for him. When he stands up for you, he's not just defending you from harm. He's showing you that your happiness and security matter deeply to him. He wants you to know that you can rely on him, not only as a partner, but also as a source of strength and reassurance. His protection and defense come from a place of genuine care and love, underscoring just how much you mean to him. In standing by you, he's making a clear statement. You're someone he treasures deeply, and he's willing to go above and beyond to ensure your safety, respect, and happiness in every aspect of your life. In conclusion, recognizing the signs that a man truly values you goes beyond surface-level gestures. It's reflected in his actions and the way he prioritizes you in his life. When he shares his vulnerability, makes time for you, includes you in his world and future, respects you consistently, and supports your dreams, he's showing that you hold a special place in his heart. These aren't fleeting moments, but profound indicators of his genuine care and admiration. Remember, you're not just anyone to him. You're someone he chooses to invest in emotionally and mentally. You deserve a love that values, supports, and grows with you.